Hello everyone, to Fudge 3004 here. I am in Savage Lands. In the last video we made it to the second island. We have on our good armor. All this spirit armor. I'm going to have to see about getting a little bit of it repaired. But we're actually doing pretty good. So I'm going to see about dropping quite a bit of this stuff. I'm also going to look at getting myself set up here with all the different benches that I need. So I'm going to be working on that here in just a couple of minutes. And we're going to go traveling around and seeing what we can find here on this island. Things have changed. The copper's no longer in the same place. A lot of this is tin now, and I can show you guys that real quick. So you can see that's tin right there, and that's going to be something that we're going to have a lot of here, which is good. I mean, we won't have to keep going back to the first island, but we may have to get like hides or whatever, because it's going to be easier to kill over there. We're going to be taking a look at that, seeing how hard things are here, because there's plagued wolves and killets and all kinds of other things here that we're going to have to battle. I am going to actually, let's take a look at something real quick. Let's look, because I believe you get 5 pieces of ore. Yes, 5 pieces of tin on this island and 4 from the first island. So they made it a little bit different for the second island, and that's okay. I think that kind of is a fair balance, because I figure once you make it over, you know, you kind of get a reward or whatever for it. I'm going to go and figure out what we need to get those benches set up right over here or somewhere over here, and find some more food and some animals, and probably go up and build that house that's over there that we did in the first time that we were playing this. I'm going to go and get started on that. I will be back with you guys here in just a couple of minutes, and I will see you then. One thing that you can do when you're fighting skeletons to get your skulls or whatever you need to make your respawn point is when one is chasing you, it's all you got to do is just run up onto the rocks, and they can't come up to you. They just can't do it. So that is a good thing to know. So if any of you guys want to stay away from the skeletons or any of the other creatures, they will not come up on the rocks, and you're always safe up there. I got the bench built, but I need strong sinew for other things, and so I'm gonna have to go fighting some animals and or skeletons and or a bunch of stuff. So I'm gonna go looking at that, and don't you go swiping me, buddy. I ain't your credit card dealer. You're just gonna have to deal with it, pal. I am going to be looking around. I have some coal over here. I have a few things on this island. I didn't bring as much as I should have, but I can always go back real quick and get some more, and that's really not going to be that big of a deal. I'm not too worried about that. Let me get this guy, and then I will be looking around, try to find some animals and whatnot to get, and I'll catch up with you guys here in just a minute. Well, I just found out something very interesting. When I go to J in my previous videos, there was the Pike of Victory, and somewhere in this area there was the Resurrection Pike. Apparently that has been taken out, so we can no longer build a Pike of Resurrection, which means that now you have to wander around and try to find the nearest Pike of Resurrection. And fortunately, I happen to know that down here a little ways, it isn't like super far, but it's far enough, there is one down here. Now, it's going to be a little bit to get here, so yeah, that's going to kind of make things a little bit more difficult when we're doing things. So see where all those boards are there? There is a area that we can get up on down over here. and I'm gonna try to see if I can do that maybe in this episode. We'll see, depends on what all happens. But the only way to get up on there is to get up on these rocks and cross on that board there, and the nearest pike is right here. So I'm gonna go and enable that so I can make that right there. I don't know why they took that pike out, but they did. So yeah, I'm gonna probably drop most of my stuff so that way if I happen to you know, die and can't get my stuff back because the water's super duper cold and you don't want to be caught in it. And I might try to go back, go over here, not back, but go over here and try to get across some of these areas to show you guys what there is up here. I apparently did not know that they took out that pike, and that kind of stinks to me, but you know, they want to make sure that you're not just putting them everywhere around so you can go into a dangerous area and then just make one right there and just keep on respawning right there as much as possible to get something. I understand it, but I still think it stinks. So that's just my view, and you know, I did not realize that wasn't in there because I really wasn't paying much attention to things. But I don't know how I'm gonna get across here to get up there. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to drop some stuff so I can make sure to try to get across here somehow, because I just don't know exactly how I'm gonna do that right now. I will work on this after a little while and try to figure out how to get across here, and I'll probably do it with you guys so you can watch me die and, you know, freeze to death and, you know, all of that really good stuff. I'm gonna see by heading back, and I still gotta make like some more benches and stuff. I haven't made everything yet because yeah, I didn't bring a lot of the things that I should have brought with me, like the hides and all that. So I may go back and get a bit of that and then come back over to this island and start setting up here. I am going to go see if there's another pike anywhere closer to where our base is. If not, we may end up kind of setting up another place down here somewhere, and I know where we can set up another place. That would actually be a good place to set up. So let me go back, get that stuff, get things set up, kind of bring the stuff from the first island, not everything, but a bit of the stuff from the first island over to this one, and get some stuff set up. As soon as I get that done, I will talk to you guys and see you guys here in just a little bit. Because of the lack of being able to make a Pike of Resurrection, I am opting to, I'm going to leave a little bit of stuff here, like this and the campfire, obviously. Otherwise, I got to break everything down, and I won't get all my parts back, and there's no point in wasting it if I can all help it. I think I'm going to relocate to where there is a Pike of Resurrection. And I have a good place to go. And it won't take too long to get there. Let me show you guys about where that is. If you come up here, because there's that giant a little bit to the left of us. Come up to the middle of this, I don't know, forest I guess it is, or wooded area, whatever you want to call it. And from the beach, of course, and then turn right. And go past these mountains, go around these mountains, these little rocks over here. I guess they're not really mountains, but, you know, in the game, I guess they kind of are. And go across here. You run into another, well, not run into, but you will come across another giant. You don't want to run into the giants. Trust me, you just don't want to do that. But you will find another giant, and then there will be a lake over here. So you see that piece of ice sticking up right there. That's about where we're gonna build, and I wanted to show you guys this because I think I showed you on the first one, and there's another giant right over there, right straight ahead of us. So there's two giants in this area, and if we can take both of them out, then we can, well, all three of them, then we can probably go to the third island. If they haven't changed things that much, we'll be able to. If so, if they have changed things, then it may be more of a challenge. So we're gonna have to look and see what that all is gonna entail. There is another house over here. I do not believe that we can restore it. We cannot. This one is going to be used for parts. All of this stuff here is going to be for parts. And we are going to be building over here. Because by this lake, right here is a Pike of Resurrection. So I think this is going to be a better place to build. It's going to be farther away from the first island, but there is a pike right here, and there's usually skeletons in the area. We'll have to kind of be careful, but I think it will work out for the best. I don't want to keep on walking, you know, all over the place to try to find a closed pike, and I think this would be the best thing. This is a note that says, oh, nice, Ghoul's Fang Potion. Cool. So here is another Ghoul's Fang Potion. So we have one of those, and then here is a note. Let me just go and activate this one now. And this note says a fabled sword. So there's a sword completely encased in ice, and it's probably going to be in here. You guys can read this if you want to. So in here, there's probably going to be a sword. This used to be a solid chunk of ice, and then they it was just all like a pond of ice, and they put this in here in the last update. So it's going to be interesting trying to see if we can get through here or not. And you can see we already have some visitors coming to see who's trying to, you know, encroach on their land. And we're just going to have to go and say hi to the neighbors with a very sharp, pointy stick. Hey, neighbors. I have a sharp, pointy stick, too, you know. You like my sharp, pointy stick, neighbor? Well, I didn't like yours, so, you know, I'm going to take it from you because you guys were abusing them. I am going to build over here. I'm going to get the tanning rack and another lean-to and all that stuff set up over here. And I will be right back. I have a little place set up here right now. I have the tanning rack next to the crafting table, and then the smeltery, and then the forge. I still need a few pieces for the forge to finish that off, like some coal, and then I need to make some ingots in the smeltery. And this is a decent place to build, but it can be quite dangerous for the main reason of the skeletons running around. And there's also a town down over here, just not too far away, a little village you might say. And there are some really, really naughty creatures in here that, yeah, they like to come out at night and wreck things. And I think they pretty much stay in the town, but just up past here there is that area, and there's like spirits in there that come out and do a little bit of haunting. So we're gonna have to kind of come and check this out and just see how bad this is going to be. I'm actually gonna put a little bit different meat down on my bar for right now. I'm getting low on rabbit meat. I'm gonna have to go do some hunting here after a while. But I just wanted to show you guys what all was going on over here. This is the town right here, and you can see the walls kind of the town that used to be here. It's a dangerous place to be at night. It's a dangerous place to be in the daytime. There are skeletons roaming around. You can see there's a dragon pedestal over here, but right here is coming up to the town, and yeah, it's gonna get quite bad, so we're definitely gonna have to watch ourselves. Up here, yeah, it can be not too much fun. Now up here is also that area where I started building that hut on the first time I was playing. And if you guys remember that, then you would know where I am. If not, then keep on watching, and you guys will. Well, there's an egg. These right here are X, and they is nothing but dangerous. So if you guys happen to come across these things, don't mess with them. They will wreck you pretty fast. They're kind of very dangerous, and they can be quite hard to take out. So, they are tough little critters, I'll tell you what. I would like to take one out, but I just don't know if I'm ready because I don't really have enough. My spear needs to be repaired, and I have some things I need to do before I even think about taking on something that's going to be quite a bit harder than most of the things that we faced on the first island. X are nothing to mess with until you have good protection. I think there's one down here somewhere too. Or just over there. I can hear one somewhere, but I don't know where they are. But yeah, don't go messing with the X. I am gonna go finish setting that up, find some ore, show you guys where the copper is, and we'll probably just basically get ourselves set up in this episode, and I find the copper like I said, and maybe go up on that place where the other houses, huts, whatever are, and see if we can start setting that place up, because that would be a really good place to be. It's a safe place. There's goats and stuff up there, and there's a few skeletons, but they really aren't too bad, so we don't need to worry too much about them. I just really did not realize that they did not have this Skull the Pike of Resurrection in here, so I guess we're just going to have to make bone dust with all those skulls that we're going to be getting, bashing all these guys' heads in. So, yeah. I'm going to continue working on this. We might see about going out into here once you have a little bit warmer armor or something, and see if we can possibly find that sword if there is a sword. If not, then I guess we won't, but I would sure like to try to. I've already been dropping a little bit of stuff here, so we don't have to worry too much about that. And we're not going to be taking on any giants anytime soon. If you guys really are that interested, there are some people that have, and you know, it is a very dangerous proposition. And yeah, we're just gonna try to see what we can do. There are a couple of docks you can go out onto, but trying to get across them can be a hazardous prospect. You can break up all of these rocks as far as I know, but so yeah, you can break up all of these, and then you have plenty of materials from wherever it is. Of course, there's still obviously glitches here, as you can see, because, you know, things are just not quite right. So, I'm gonna, ooh, clay. I'm gonna continue building on that, get some things going, see if I can find some more ore, because we're gonna need 10 ore to finish the smeltery. Bring my coal over from the place that I left it over there, because we don't need to be leaving it over there right now, because there's just no point in it, because we're not going to be doing any of this ore smelting down there at the other place. I'm going to drop some stuff here, go back there, grab that, and I'll see you guys here in just a minute. Another way to get down there to that little ice thing area that I'm building my new place at is from wherever it is that you set up your base. If you set it up in the same place as I do or whatever, we're just gonna come down here. Don't go down there by the water, but come up on this top part and just follow this whole thing around. And there's kind of a walk path, as you can see. There's these brick looking pavers kind of thing on the road. Just follow this path and it will take you all the way over there to where our place is, our new place is. And that's a good way to get around. You can also go cross country if you want to, if you kind of know your way around. It's not a bad thing to do. You can follow that path around. You can also just continue straight over here or forward over here, and you will eventually end up over by where we have our new place set up. So there's several different ways to actually get around over there, and you know, don't be afraid to explore, look around, see what you can find. Got a guy on my rear end right now. Why are you up on the rocks? You guys ain't supposed to be up on the rocks. I'm being chased by a whole bunch of them right now. That isn't very fair. They were up on the rocks. We're not supposed to be able to do that. But they were, obviously, but they're not supposed to be able to. So, I have about 3 guys chasing me all at one time. Our place is just over here. just past this little rock outcropping here, and the water's just right down there to my right. Right down over there is the water, and our place is just up around this here bend, and then we can come back home and start getting our stuff set up. There's that dock that I went on, and our house is just up here, so we are pretty safe for right now. I think we may not be totally safe, but we're somewhat safe. Okay, gonna listen to 4 skeletons for a quick second. Don't see any coming after me right now, so that's good. And I'm gonna drop stuff and go back and get one more load, and I don't have that much left there, but I'm gonna do that here in just a minute and finish building the smeltery, and I'll talk to you guys here in just a minute. Alright, let's meet some of the neighbors here on the second island. So right here in front of me is one of the bigger, badder wolves. I'm not sure exactly what's going to happen when I take him on. I know he's not easy, but yeah, he is definitely not easy. Okay, that wasn't as bad as I thought, but it could have been worse. That was one of the big wolves, and there is plagued wolf here too. There's also cows and the goats. So you guys have seen there's also rams on here, and I'd like to show you guys out of here pretty soon. Probably not in this episode because it's up by where we're going to be building our house again. So well, there was bucks on this one. There wasn't bucks on the first island, but there is on this one. There's also rabbits, so we can get some more hides. We is going to need those. There are a lot of the same creatures, but there's also a lot of other harder, way more dangerous creatures. Over here by where the portal is, if you follow this path, you guys remember you saw that big blue wolf and a boar on my first set of videos of this? And they were just up over here, and yeah, I kind of I think I died, or I just about died. But right over here is a little town, and I believe, I'm not sure, 100% sure, but I think this is where the ghouls live, where you can find some of the ghoul fang potion. I know it's around here. Of course, in the nighttime, it's kind of hard to tell, but looks like we got a little farmstead here. Looks like some cotton. There's another wolf. He hit me, but it wasn't terribly bad. He did take my health down some, but not as bad as I would have thought. And my bleeding isn't going, so that's good. There's a note here. I'm gonna go look at it here in just a sec. Let me make sure everything's okay here. Let me shine it up for you guys. There's a note here with some cotton and warning to all trespassers. I have a skeleton right near me somewhere. Yes, he was right beside me. How do you like that? He was very close to me, I thought. I knew it was close, I just couldn't tell how close. Something you can do is you can light things on fire, and I will show you guys that here in just a minute. As soon as I can kind of get a safe-ish place to do it at. Yeah, that might be the hard part, is finding a safe-ish place to do it at. Okay, got him. I'm actually doing relatively good, I think. So, again, Take out your torch and you can go over to like a tree, and if you just hold the button down until the fire button, until the left button, until that lights up, then you can light a tree on fire. And the main reason why you can light a tree on fire is you can get charcoal. And that's something that we may need for what? I don't know, but you can get charcoal, and I'm not exactly 100% sure what it is used for because I haven't quite made it that far yet. My friend and I do play this on an occasion, and we did use it for something, but I don't remember because that was a long time ago. This guy's tough, man. This is an heck. Okay, got him. Let's see what he has on him. Okay, good. Alright, he has a little bit of stuff, I guess. He hurt me bad, though. And that's one of the problems with the X, is they are tough. They are very, very tough. So, remember when taking them on to make sure that you do circle around them as much as possible to keep yourself protected and, you know, to keep from getting hit as much. And just keep on circling around all these things. Let's see what he has, because I never really did look. Okay, he has wolf meat, so that's good. Now I'm getting hurt, and I am not exactly too sure why I'm getting hurt so badly right now, but let's take a look. My armor's getting a little worn down, but I don't think it's broken yet, so that's not, you know, that's not bad. That tree is right here, and let's just let's get out our hatchet again, and then let's chop up this tree, and I'll show you guys what we get. So now I got some wood, and there may be some other stuff with that. I don't know if there will be, but I did get logs. It doesn't look like I got any of the charcoal yet, but I know you can get it from those. So let me heal myself up again. Remember to find cotton and salt, and you can keep yourself healed up that way, and that's actually really good. Plus the food also helps, and if you can actually kind of stay away from the X, that helps out even more. Come here, you little X. Come here, you little X. I know, you want a piece of me. Well, you can't have a piece of me. I'm going to run away from you. And hopefully I'll be able to actually run away from him and not get caught by him, because, you know, that would not be good. I'm not doing a very good job of keeping away from him. They're kind of like a wooden creature type thing. And there are much, much, much harder ones than these guys. These guys are actually some of the easier ones. There's an apple. And they will always have different... They may always have different things. They do not always, but they may have different things. We'll get this boar, and then we are probably going to... have to think about ending the episode here shortly. So, but you guys can see some of the little things that are on here, some of the different things that are on here. And you can definitely tell with like a lot of these wolves and stuff just how dangerous they are. Wow, he hurt me bad. Oh. Let's try to find a safe place if we can. There's another Ek right over there. I am getting out of here. I gotta get some better armor or something because I'm just gonna end up losing this battle and dying, and I'm a long ways from home. I am actually going to use a different bandage. I'm gonna use one of the phosphorus. There's another Ek. A phosphorus bandage, and I'll show you guys that. I think I've used them before with you guys, but I don't remember. Let me get a safe place. Put that on my bar. Go to 3. Now the phosphorus bandage, you can see where my health is down there right now. This is a excellent bandage. Finding the phosphorus is probably the hardest part, but yeah, once you get them, you're actually really good. So keep these on hand. Use them sparingly if you have to, but just make sure that you do keep them on hand because you never know when you're going to need them. Now I gotta put you guys right back on the bar. It'd be nice if you could just press a button to do it. That would, you know, assign it like button 3 or whatever. That way that would be so much easier. I am gonna head back to our new place and oh, there's the town. Okay, start getting set up, and I'll show you guys like the town and all kinds of other stuff. And yeah, we will see if we can actually get quite a bit of stuff going on here and see what we can figure out and get done and whatnot. But you guys can see the wolves, they're not near as easy as the other wolves on the first island. They are much more dangerous, so you really do got to be careful with them. And these guys, they will hurt you. Like I said on my second video, they will hurt you bad. Just be careful and you know you'll be okay. Let me put you in there. I don't take you out. I don't need those spears anyway. The stone spears are okay, but I can make them relatively easy. So, good, thank you. And now one of those guys had that, those soul remnants. Now I just gotta make my way back down to the shoreline, and I'm not sure exactly where I'm at, so this is going to be kind of fun. I just don't want to run across a giant either. Those guys are very deadly and very dangerous very quickly. See, that guy hurt me bad, and these guys they hit much harder than the other ones do, so when you're out here, just be very careful and watch yourself, watch your back, keep your eyes and ears open, and hopefully you guys will be okay. Let me find where I am at because right now, well, there's a giant right there. Okay, good. Well, not good, but all right. Here's the other house. So now I know where I am. Well, the destroyed house with a little bit of cotton right there behind. Alright, and then my place will be right down here. It's just learning where everything is. That's the hard part in this game because there is no map. There is not a map at all, and you know, that makes it that much more challenging. And also makes it that much more fun because you can get lost in a heartbeat. And it makes it kind of frightening too, but you know, it is fun. It is a good game. It is a lot of fun. I play a lot of it, and I've been wrecked several times, but it's all really worth the effort because you can get so much good stuff in here, and you can do so many things. And the things you can find and explore are actually very cool. There's some very, very hard, dangerous areas. So we're going to be exploring those as this goes, and hopefully there won't be any more updates that, major updates that change a lot of things or force us to start over again because things won't be showing up right or playing right. We could continue with our ones with the bronze weapons and armor and things like that, but it just isn't going to do any good, mainly because we just can't repair it. We have nothing to repair it with because we can't make bronze anymore. With that being said, I have looked at the tin and it's not very good for armor. The durability is good, but the warmth isn't good. And I don't want to carry two stacks of, two pieces of armor at all times. I can switch out at it in a moment's notice, but if I have to, I guess I always could. It's just not very helpful. I'm gonna head back to the base here, and I'll probably call this an episode. I wanted to show you guys a few of the creatures. You guys haven't seen the X yet, and you haven't seen the big wolves, and you can see they're quite difficult to take out. This doesn't do the best protection. The spear and armor mainly does against ethereal things, like the Rykent and Lord Cruel and, different things like that, but it doesn't do the best against the normal creatures, so that's something to always keep in mind. And I may end up making like copper armor if I can find enough copper. I'd like to do that and see if we can get that going. So I'm back at my base. I really need to get my person healed up and everything. So well, guys, this is the Fudge 3004. This is Savage Lands. We are on the second island, set up over here by where the fabled sword may be or may not be in the ice. And we're going to explore this island, find out what we can find, do what we can do, build up on that house again that's up over there. And we will continue this adventure. So I thank you guys for joining me here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for the views. And thank you for all the things that you do. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share. And whatever social media you have, and tell your friends about this game and tell your friends about my channel. That would be really helpful, and it helps me out to get a little more exposure out there for everybody. So you guys have a great day. We will talk to you guys later, and bye bye.